Hey guys, Tom Reagan coming at you here from Ultimate Training. Today I want to talk to you about making more food. We love food, and today we're going to be making some steaks. Now, a lot of times we'll cook steaks on the grill. I'm a grill guy, alright? Love steaks. Got a grill on the back porch, got a grill on the front deck. Sometimes you don't want to go outside, sometimes you just want to make them real quick. You can make them in a skillet. I want to show you how we're going to make healthy, nutritious, good tasting steaks in a skillet. First of all, we're going to just warm up the stove a little bit. We'll take our steaks, and I put them in a gallon bag. These are sirloin steaks. They're my steaks. I'll touch them with my fingers. And I put a little marinade in there. And the marinade that I'll use, we were just talking about this online, is the G. Hughes sugar-free teriyaki. They make like 4 or 5 different flavors. You can put them on your barbecue. It doesn't matter. And then I'll even put a little bit of extra soy sauce in there. Neither one of these have any sugar in them, so you don't have to worry about sugar. And then I'll sprinkle a little bit of coarse ground black pepper and a little bit of steak seasoning in there just to give it a little extra flavor. You don't really need that if you don't want it. It's a good, quick, easy way to do it. I'll start by marinating them, and you don't even have to leave them overnight. You're talking about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. And I like to get the steaks at room temperature. And the reason for that is, before I put them in there, because when you're cooking a steak and you want it cooked all the way through, you don't want the center of the steak to be the same temperature as your refrigerator. If your refrigerator is 40 degrees, you're starting at 40 degrees on the inside. The outside's going to warm really fast. It's going to take longer to cook it all the way through. You're going to end up burning the outside of the steak before you can thoroughly do the inside of the steak. So I like the steaks to be at room temperature. That way it cooks evenly all the way through, and you don't have to worry about charring the outside or anything like that before you cook the inside. Tom's tip. Okay, now, also we like to put a little bit of oil in the pan. I do that with just about everything. I'll use macadamia nut oil, or I'll use avocado oil. Either one will work fine. Very high flash points. You don't have to worry about burning the house down. The macadamia nut oil I prefer. Sell it on our website, ultimatetrainingtx.com, if you want to go buy some. But I get asked a lot about olive oil. People say, oh, I use olive oil. Okay, think about this. Go to the store and look at all the olive oils that are on the shelf. Thousands of olive oil brands and stacked all the way to the back. And then you think about all the stores that have olive oil in the exact same way, stacked all the way to the back of the shelf. And then think about all the stores all over the country selling it that way. Guess what? There aren't enough olives on this planet to make that much olive oil. So olive oil, it's an unregulated type of an oil. I think they're putting canola in there. They're putting corn oil in there. They're putting vegetable oil in there that you don't know about. So I'm pretty safe and pretty secure whenever you're picking up macadamia nut oil, avocado oil, that you're getting exactly what's in there. Okay, that's my other little tip for you. We're going to put a little mac nut oil in there. Just kind of grease up the pan a little bit, get it going. Then we're going to take our steaks, my steaks, I'm going to eat them, my fingers. And we're just going to lay them in there. And I'll cook as much as that skillet will hold every single time. And then we're just going to make sure we don't burn them. But we already have a little bit of marinade on there. What I like to do is, while they're cooking, I'll take a little bit of extra soy sauce and put it on there too. And kind of bake it in with the soy sauce. We use the skillet. Same thing with the teriyaki marinade. I'll put it on there while it's cooking. And then it'll go ahead and get in that pan too. The sauce will. And it almost makes like a glazing type of a coating on that steak. So I'm going to sit here and cook these for a little bit. The time is now, we put these in there about 3:55. So let me give these for just a few minutes. I'm going to keep them from burning, keep them moving them around. And we'll come back and check them in just a sec, okay? Okay. So it took about 7 minutes to cook the steaks. It's now 4:03. 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes or so. And see what I mean about this soy and teriyaki kind of making a little glaze almost in that pan. And that's kind of how I like it. It kind of gets on the edge of the steak and makes a little bit of a glaze on there. 7 minutes into it. Let's cut a little piece off here. It's nice and tender and juicy. We're going to see what it looks like on the inside. this is what we're left with. It's tender, it's juicy, it's good, it's lean, it's sugar-free. You can use all the sauces and condiments that you want from G. Hughes. It's sugar-free. We're going to weigh out about 6 ounces. We also took a little baked potato, 5 minutes in the microwave, no big deal. Some green beans, steamers in the microwave for 3 minutes or so, no big deal. So we're going to add a little bit of this steak here. I'm going to weigh out 6 ounces. Right now I'm just going to try to make it pretty. Weigh out about 6 ounces of the steak. And in about 15 minutes, you've got sirloin steak, pan, skillet made, with tastes delicious. Baked potato and green beans. Not a lot of mess to clean up. The little bit of glazing that's left in this pan, I'll take about a cup of water. When I take a cup of water, I'll put it in there and let it sizzle a little bit, and then it'll just rinse right out. It's a no-stick pan, no big deal. I don't have a lot of dishes. I don't have anything to clean up. Again, I hate dishes. I don't like doing dishes. So I'll have one plate and one fork to clean up whenever I'm done with all this. But anyway, nice, simple, easy way to cook. Delicious. You can meal prep. You can eat healthy. And it doesn't have to taste bad. It doesn't taste like cardboard. You can eat great. You can eat good food all day long. And don't have to worry about it. So anyway, just coming at you again with more food stuff. I'm sure I'll do more. I love doing it. So I love eating. And I'll bring you more. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you soon. Peace out.